So as the Marvels continues to absolutely bomb in the box office, you guys got to remember that there is another movie that has officially released that is coming out from Disney, and that movie is not going to do very well either. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Disney's Wish, I find it pretty ironic this movie is failing at the box office currently. It has a $200 million budget, okay? That's number one. The budgets for these Disney movies is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe that they are actually trying to convince you that they're spending this much money on an animated film like this and just expecting it to just be perfectly fine when they know that their movies have not pulled any sort of money recently in a very long time. Now, with that being said, the most ironic thing to me is that Disney's Wish is actually what everybody and their mother on Twitter is trying to convince you they actually want, right? They're trying to tell you, oh, we need diversity, we need equity, we need inclusion, and we need original black stories. That's what we need. We need original POC stories. Now, what happens? Disney actually makes an original diverse story. They make an original POC story. And what ends up happening? Everybody who was on Twitter who said that this is what they wanted, this is what they're going to go support, where are they? Absolutely nowhere to be found, okay? Absolutely nowhere to be found, because as we all know, the truth is that Twitter likes and retweets will never equate to sales. Your whole diversity, equity, and inclusion shtick is not going to sell once it actually comes out into the physical world. The chances of that happening is so unbelievably slim. We only seen 1 out of 10 actually succeed, and it doesn't look like Wish is going to be that 1 out of 10. So let's get into this article, guys, from Collider. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. So there is a box office battle that's going on right now at the box office for Thanksgiving, but I really don't consider this to be a battle because they are two completely different films. I feel like Disney's Wish should be the one that beats out Napoleon, just because Disney's Wish should have a grander audience. It should have more of a mass audience versus Napoleon, which is a little more niched in my opinion. But we have a headline here from Collider that says Napoleon poised to defeat Disney's Wish at the domestic box office. I don't know if this is actually going to beat out Disney's Wish. It might have in the beginning, but I don't think over the long term it's going to actually win, especially when you consider the global box office. Chances are animated films like Disney's Wish is going to do a hell of a lot better internationally than it does domestic. But according to the article from Collider, it says director Ridley Scott's Napoleon has outperformed Disney's Wish in Thanksgiving box office previews, grossing $3 million compared to Wish's $2.3 million. However, projections indicate that Wish is expected to perform better overall, with estimated earnings of $35 million across the weekend and $45 to $50 million across the 5-day Thanksgiving period. Despite its early success, Napoleon may face difficulties becoming profitable due to its estimated production budget of $200 million, while Wish follows Disney's tradition of releasing an animated film during the Thanksgiving period. Now, this article, the funny thing is, this article forgot to mention that, yeah, Napoleon has a $200 million budget, but guess what? Disney's Wish also has a $200 million budget. So you got two movies battling out for Thanksgiving right now that both have a $200 million budget. But it's funny how they didn't want to actually mention that regarding the movie Wish. It says director Ridley Scott's Napoleon, starring Oscar winner Joaquin Phoenix as the famed French ruler who won its first battle at the box office. In Tuesday's Thanksgiving box office previews, Napoleon bettered Disney's Wish, grossing $3 million to the animated $2.3 as per Variety. However, projections show the tables could be turned come the end of the 5-day Thanksgiving period. It says setting it on a difficult path to become profitable due to an estimated production budget of $200 million, Wish is also a $200 million movie and continues Disney's tradition of releasing an animated product in the Thanksgiving period. Now, it doesn't really matter if this is a tradition or not, because Disney has been just bombing. They've been bombing in their animated sector so bad. They haven't had a hit in a while, and they need one really bad. They need a hit really, really bad in their animated sector. And the funny thing is, there's so many articles out there that are trying to talk about, oh, well, animated films just don't do well anymore. Animated films just don't make money anymore. And meanwhile, Super Mario Brothers is in the corner over there, just laughing its ass off at that statement, at that complete lie of a statement. They obviously don't know what they're talking about, and they're just either shilling or they're coping. It's one of the two. It says last year Disney's offering Strange World was a certified flop, earning just $18 million across the 5-day holiday. Wish is set to fare better than its predecessor, projected at $35 million across the weekend and anywhere between $45 to $50 million across the 5-day Thanksgiving period. However, the film is currently suffering from middling reviews with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 49%, suggesting this could be another difficult chapter in Disney's struggles at the box office with animated projects. Now, again, as we've been saying, where are all the people who wanted a diverse character. Where are all the people on Twitter who were asking for this particular kind of character? This is an original character. This is an original diverse character. Where are you people? Why are you not out there supporting this ultra diverse character? It's because, quite simply, you don't actually care about this stuff. You don't actually care about supporting diverse characters. You only say you do on Twitter because it gets you the engagement that you're looking for so you could boost your Twitter profile. That's the only reason why. It also makes you look good in the public eye when you shill for identity politics. But when it comes to actually putting your money where your mouth is, you are nowhere to be found. Where are these people? It's the same thing with The Marvels. The Marvels is an all-female movie. It's directed by a female. It has all female actors. It has a female villain, female heroes. Where were the women supporting this film? Absolutely nowhere. They all let that movie bomb in the box office. It's the same thing with this exact movie. Every POC should be going to go see this movie, right? That's the whole idea, right? If you were to look at Twitter and you go down the entire Twitter profile and you just search Wish, you're gonna have people talking about how stunning and brave this movie is and how it's the most amazing movie since the last movie, right? And they're gonna be basically saying that they've gone to go see it 4, 5, 6 times. Where are those people, man? Those people are lying. They are bots. They are either bots or they're shills trying to maintain their access. That's all it is. These movies are not what people are looking for. It is very clear that these movies are flopping because they do not have the power or the magic that they used to have when they were made without checkboxes in mind. I'm not saying you have to make every character white, but what I'm saying is, why don't you actually focus on the story and just enticing people with magic? Whatever happened to the magic of art? You don't want to actually do that anymore. You're so busy focusing on checking off a box. You're so busy making these movies so you can run out as quickly as possible and talk about how you have XYZ black lead in the film instead of talking about the magic of the film itself. None of this feels magical at all. None of this is interesting to watch. None of this makes people want to go run out to the movie theater to go watch. So what's going to happen is, if this film does not succeed internationally, there's no way in hell this film is going to make its money back. $45 to $50 million in a 5-day period is not that great. It's not that great. I don't care what anybody says. It's really not that great to have over a 5-day period. There are some films that do that within a first 2-day period. So let alone a 5-day period, you're not going to be pulling money enough to make up a $200 million budget. You have to make $400 million just to break even on your budget, not even including the marketing on this film, which was actually pretty substantial. So that's going to be a lot of money in and of itself. So where are you going to get this money from? You have to get it internationally. And if you don't get that money, you are completely, utterly screwed. So I don't think that Wish should lose to Napoleon. I feel like Wish has an overall bigger general audience to pull from. And if it did lose to Napoleon, then that just even further proves that people don't want to see this nonsense anymore. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.